Yep, that is pretty much it. And then if you're out playing on Hall of Fame, it makes no difference either because it's green or miss basically on Hall of Fame, whether you've steady or not.
The most part, yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I can't play on Hall of Fame because the only thing I can do on Hall of Fame is post hook.
Just green up.
How can you green up going from current gen, next gen to current gen, and next gen to current gen
That's
five
fair,
times
that's
a
fair,
week?
that's fair.
Like people are just like, oh yeah, you can't shoot on either gen, you can't be good at either gen. It's like, of course I can't. I literally play between flip flop between both. It's like playing 50% NBA Live, 50% 2K, and expect to be good.
Yeah, going between both games is hell. I
Yeah,
cannot lie.
it is.
It will mess you up.
I think next gen. I'm gonna say this now: Unlimited's more enjoyable on current gen. Whatever the hell they've done to next gen Unlimited, it is the most broken
It was
thing. It was so good until about January, and people are gonna
it
say
was
it was
funny.
it's the cards, but it's not.
Yeah.
For example, I used the Amethyst Zach Levine. You can do all the broken stuff with him, and he's not as good as the Pink Diamond Zach Levine from December. But that Pink Diamond Zach Levine wasn't doing the stuff that Amethyst Zach Levine's doing now. It's the patches that made that.
Yeah, it was funny because like post when I made like my actual attempt at qualifying for 250k, which ended. I don't want to talk about how it ended. It was bad. My controller messed up and I shot a half court contested. But anyway, after that, I was like, let me just go to next gen. Let me give it like an actual chance for my team because I hadn't really. And I moved over and I actually really enjoyed it. Like, then, like, 2 weeks later, all of a sudden my cards are playing defense and everything feels wrong. And I was like, what has happened to this game? And everyone's on the Twitter timeline talking about it. I was like, all right, it's not just me. Okay, something has drastically changed here.
But
And I was
like,
just like, I can't play this game when I'm just getting run by every possession. Like, this isn't fun either.
but basically, what ended up happening was, I'm almost certain, is that the park guys, they started. Okay, we finally gone off topic, so I'll just throw this in. But the park guys complained that the movement was too slow, so they turned every player into a freaking race car again.
Yeah, you can't avoid the NASCAR on either gen.
Like, but you could. The players were slow, and that was a good thing. Like, yeah.
Except Hakeem. Hakeem on next gen just.
Oh yeah,
felt
these
so
like there was random players that had super speed, but I mean, like that was a thing. That was just a funny thing. Hakeem, Shaq, Pokashevsky, those guys had super speed, but like, like the players moved way slower, and people complained, and now they move even faster in current. If you take out the burst, players move faster on next gen and current gen now, because the park guys complained, and his stamina doesn't mean anything either. Like, Gatorade symbol doesn't change anything anymore. It used to be that you could not score on Gatorade symbol. Like, when the game first came out, if you were Gatorade symbol, no matter what, you could have tireless shooter. You were not scoring.
Gatorade symbol to me just screams superpowers, honestly.
It's turned into that on both gens. It was always like that on current gen. Players shot better on Gatorade symbol. Like, obviously, they don't dribble as well, they don't run as fast, but they shoot better on Gatorade symbol. And it used to be, like, they weren't able to do anything on next gen on Gatorade symbol. And now they green everything. It doesn't matter.
You never realize the power of Gatorade symbols until you play someone running a 5-man rotation.
Or you run a 5-man. When I used to overall cheese with 5-man rotations, Emerald Thaddeus Young from the corner in 2k20 shot 100% on Gatorade symbol. I'm pretty confident for me.
I just can never run a 5-man confidently. Like, I need to have my bench, when my starters just aren't performing, and I need to switch up something.
Yeah, 5-man 20 was bad. But last thing in the overrated or underrated, my team seasons.
I don't know if you can say they're overrated. I'm gonna say underrated because it's a really good idea. There's a few kinks to work out. It's almost there. They just have a couple of things they need to change, and it's gonna be good. And they've already started kind of fixing some of the issues. But yeah, I don't think it's overrated.
I'm going to say underrated, and I'm going to go as far as to say it has been the best new inclusion in my team
100%.
since the auction house in 2K15.
100%.
And like the auction house, like the best new inclusion in any MyTEAM game ever is the auction house, and you can't argue that. But it's been the best. Like
it brings. Go ahead.
It's like I got freaking nearly 400,000 views on Friday. There was not much hype about it. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It brings so much hype because like everyone wants to know what's the free card, what else is coming. Like, what was it? I kind of lost track of myself there. But it brings so much hype, and like with the new season, you're getting new token cards. Like, it's more clear cut. It's a really good idea. I just think when they started it, it was probably a bit too much, like in terms of time invested. They've worked on a lot now.
Yeah,
it is like it's a lot easier to get the cards now. Like if you don't get the cards now, unless you're like a really busy person, but I think if you played 8 hours a week max, you could get the cards.
I reckon an hour a day, and you don't even need to buy anybody. That's the thing, because it used to be like the lower cards used to get you 100 XP. Now those lower cards are getting you best part of 1,000.
If you want them A1, you gotta put in the time.
Yeah.
But if you're willing to just wait it out, the last 2 weeks they dropped so much XP. Like it's a lot easier. But that was the problem in like the first 2 or 3 seasons was
up till Wade.
So, like the amount of hours I put in for that Curry was criminal.
I gave up.
Like,
I gave up after Curry, and then it was just the only reason I started again was I realized I wasn't even trying, and I got halfway to Kawhi. Like I didn't even open the menu. Yeah. I had 75,000, and I was just doing them randomly from playing the game. I'm like, if I actually put in the slightest bit of effort, I can get D-Rob.
Like I did Curry, I got him probably like first week. I definitely wasn't like anywhere near first. I gave up on Blake at like level 38. I just couldn't do it anymore. I just said whatever. Came back for Wade because I started sharing an account at that point, so it was whatever. And now, like, to put it into perspective of like how easy they make it, I finished D-Rob season with like 28,000 extra XP that I didn't even try to get.
Yeah,
it just happened from playing.
I got D-Rob with like 10 hours to go, so.
I did hear someone missed out. They fell asleep.
The guy on what's his name? Josh, Killer Josh at Jazz's podcast. He fell asleep and missed out by like 6,000.
Yeah. That would be hell. That would be hell.
It would be absolutely horrendous.
Like that's so rough. I mean, he got Kareem though. Kareem dropped the same day, so like you're doing all right.
I mean, yeah. True.
Kareem or D-Rob.
True, and you can always play Maxi Cleve at center. You're fine.
Who are you taking though? Starting center, Kareem or D-Rob?
Kareem. Oh no, next gen D-Rob, current gen Kareem.
You reckon?
Yeah. D-Rob's release is way better on next gen.
I like that. That Kareem release is fast on next gen. I cannot lie.
I'm gonna say Kareem. Kareem is the best by a mile on current gen. The best card. It's not even. There's no debate. He's the best card on current gen.
I think you only love me cause I'm popping. This a layup, this a rebound, then it's driving. Tyson with the fade, not the air, my hands rocking. When I link with ball point, you know it's not.